In this video, we will continue in the Home tab. We already covered in the previous video the clipboard and the font panel. In this video, we will cover the paragraph panel. I have generated this paragraph. By default, the alignment of all paragraphs in Microsoft Word is aligned to the left. To change the alignment, I need to select the paragraph, and from here I can change the alignment. And now the alignment is to the left. I can align center. When I align to the center, I can notice that the spacing in each line before and after the line is the same. I can align to the right. Now you can see that all uh, lines are aligned to the right, or I can align justify, so the alignment is on the both side, on the left and on the right side is the same for all paragraphs. So let's try now. If we want to align justify for all the paragraph, I can choose Ctrl A to select all paragraphs. From the alignment, I will choose justify. Notice now that the paragraphs are aligned to the left and to the right. To align, for example, to the right, I can click here to align to the right. To the left, I can click on this icon again to align to the left. Or to make all paragraphs justify, I can choose here justify. Now let's try to add, for example, a title. I will add a title, Microsoft Word. I will increase the font size. Now the title usually is aligned to the center, so I can select the Microsoft Word and then I click to the center to align the title to the center. Also, I can change the line spacing inside the paragraph. So to change the spacing, I click on this icon. Now the spacing is 1.15. I can put it 1.5, 2.0, 2.5, 3.0, or I can add line spacing. I can click on line spacing option. For example, I need it instead of 3.0, for example, 4.0. So the line spacing will be increased. So from here, I can choose the line spacing, or I can, from line spacing option, to multiply, or to be, for example, exactly in points. For example, I need 30 points. Like this, we can control the line spacing. I will put it as double for this paragraph. For example, for this paragraph, I will put it 1.5. Like this, we change the line spacing. Beside line spacing, we can change the shading. We can add shading to the paragraph. I select the paragraph. From here, I can choose any color I want. Also for the second paragraph, I can choose any color. To remove the shading, again, I can reselect the paragraph, and again, I can choose no color to remove it. To re-add a shading, I select the paragraph. I select the paragraph first, then I click on the color I need to add shading. There is a big difference between shading and highlight. For example, let's for this paragraph add a shading. I will add a shading, and for this paragraph I will add a highlight. For the difference, the highlight, in highlighting, there is a white spacing between line, but for shading, the background is completely colored by yellow. Here you can notice that between lines I have a white spacing. So for highlight, the line spacing will not be colored. For shading, the background is completely colored. This is the difference between highlighting and shading. Also, to remove shading, as I mentioned before, I can reselect the paragraph, and from here I can choose no color. Now we can add borders. To add border to a paragraph, I select the paragraph. From here, I can add a bottom border. I can add a top border. I will undo. I will remove the shading just to make the border appears clearly. I will add a bottom border. Also, again, I click again to remove it. I can apply a top border. Click again, I will remove it. I can apply a left border. I can apply right border. To remove them again, I can re-click on them to remove borders. Also, I can apply all borders. So I have borders on the top, bottom, left, and right. And I can select no borders to remove all borders. But notice now, if I add all borders, I have the same style of border on all sides. At the top, left, right, and bottom, I have the same style. I have the same style. So if I need a different border styles, I need to select the paragraph. I need to select the paragraph. Then from border, I go to border and shading. In border and shading, I can choose custom border. For example, I need to apply a border at the top. For example, I choose the style, I choose the color, I choose the line width, and I click where I need to apply. For example, I will apply at top. I click, it will be applied at top. Again, if I need to not apply, I click again to remove it. Now it will be applied. I choose, for example, I need to apply this style with this color and this width to the bottom. Or another style, for example, this style with this color, I will apply to the left. I will apply to the left and to the right, and I click OK. It will be applied. Again, if I enter to border and shading, for example, I will remove the border to the left. I click on the left, the border will be removed, and you click OK. Now the border has been removed. Again, border and shading, I will add a border to the left. I will choose color. For example, I will apply to the left. Also, I can apply a shading from here. I can choose the color, and it will be applied. I applied a solid color for as a shading. I can apply a color with pattern. So again, I select paragraph. I go to border and shading. I choose custom border. I will choose the style. For example, I will choose this style with this color. Apply to the top. This style and this color I will apply to the bottom. And also I will choose this style and this color and will apply it to the left and right. Now for shading, I will choose first the color. Then in pattern, I will scroll down and choose any pattern. I will choose this pattern, and I will choose this color for the pattern, and I will click OK, and it will be applied. Now I applied the border style and shading with pattern. Now let's say we have here, for example, I have this list. For example, I have fall, spring. I have fall, spring, summer. Okay, I need to convert now this to the list, to a list. I select these lines, and from here I click here to apply a bulleted list. If I click on the drop down, I can change the style of bulleted list. To remove the bulleted list, I can choose again none. I can choose any style, or I can predefine a new bullet. For example, I will define a new bullet. I will choose a symbol. For example, I will choose this symbol. I will click OK. I applied a new symbol as a bullet. So now I can continue. For example, summer, fall 1, spring 1. It continue and use the symbol I already chose. Or I can define a new bullet and choose a picture. I can upload picture from my computer and use it as bullet. Also, I can convert these bullets as a numbering bullet. I can use 1, 2, 3, ABC, Roman number, I to I, CI. I can convert this bullet to a numbering bullet. Now, if you can notice the list, now if I continue, for example, 5, I click enter, continue. For example, summer 1. So to add, for example, if I need to add after summer a new list, for example, here I will add extended summer. You will notice that automatically it be added as 4 and the list order is still correct. Let's now, I decide to delete extended summer. So 1, 2, 3, fall 1 will be 4. So if I delete extend summer, the list still correct. So I can continue again. Let's decide now that for fall 1, I need to restart from 1. I click here, right click from mouse and restart at 1. Now you notice 1, 2, 3, then for fall 1, 1, 2, 3 again. If I need now to continue numbering, so to continue 4, 5, 6, I can click and continue numbering. Also another option, I decided to start by 10 for fall 1. So right click, set numbering value. I will set it as 10. So now it continue 10, 11, and 12. Also to continue numbering from the previous list, I click here and I click to continue numbering, and the ordering of the list will be again correct. Now if I decided to add a sublist, let's decide that before fall I choose course 1, course 2. Course 1 and course 2 will be a sublist for fall, so I can select course 1 and course 2, and from here I can increase indent. When I increase, the course 1 and course 2 are now sublist for fall. Also, if I need for spring to add the sublist, I can click here, increase. Now I can also type course, for example, C, course 4. Now if I need to go back to add a sublist for course 4, I click and again increase, and for example I will type topic 1, topic 2. Now if I need after topic 2 to add course number 5, I click on decrease indent, I type course 5. At any time, for example, for this sublist, I can also directly change and choose the style of bullets I need. For example, I can click on topic and choose the style of bullets I need. This is what we call how to add sublist. This style of list is called multi-level list. Also, I can select the multi-level list, and from here I can choose, for example, this style of multi-level list. I have a predefined multi-level list. For example, I can choose this style for multi-level list. One final thing for in paragraph panel is to show more advanced options. Here I will select this paragraph. I will toggle the more options in paragraph. For example, in this paragraph, I will decrease. Here I can control the indentation, the spacing before and after paragraph. I can also add a special indentation. For example, for the first line, I will decrease the first word in the first line. Here you can notice that I added a special space before first word in the first line. For example, let's apply it also for this paragraph. I will select the paragraph from more option. In the indentation, I will choose special first line, and I will decrease the first line in the paragraph. Thank you.